Have you ever looked at someone earning six figures and thought, they must have everything figured out by now? A six-figure salary used to represent financial security, stability, freedom, and yet millions of people earning around $100,000 a year quietly admit the same thing. I still feel like I'm barely keeping up. They're not struggling to survive, but somehow they're also not moving forward. The question is, how can someone earn more than they ever imagined and still feel financially trapped? The answer has less to do with income and much more to do with the life that income quietly builds around them. Imagine someone named Alex. Alex is 32 years old, works in marketing, and earns $100,000 a year. From the outside, life looks successful. After taxes and deductions, Alex takes home roughly $6,200 a month. Not bad. But then reality arrives. Rent for a decent apartment, $2,100. Car payment, $550. Insurance and fuel, another $250. Student loan payments, $400. Groceries and utilities, around $700. A credit card balance that never quite disappears, $250. Streaming subscriptions, gym memberships, phone bills, another $200. Weekend dinners with friends, weddings, birthday gifts, short trips that everyone else is doing, perhaps another $600. Suddenly, over $5,000 is already gone, and that's before unexpected expenses, a medical bill, car repairs, helping family, replacing a laptop. By the end of the month, Alex wonders the same thing many people quietly ask themselves. Where did all the money go? The uncomfortable truth is that financial traps don't always look like poverty. Sometimes they look exactly like success. The bigger apartment, the newer car, the upgraded vacations, the neighborhood that feels more appropriate for someone earning six figures. Each decision makes sense on its own. After all, if you've worked hard and increased your income, shouldn't your lifestyle improve too? Of course it should. The problem begins when every raise immediately becomes a reason to spend more. Without realizing it, people upgrade obligations instead of options. Higher income creates a more expensive version of normal, and eventually, maintaining the lifestyle becomes more important than building freedom. Let's simplify the numbers. Suppose Alex receives a raise that increases take-home pay by $1,000 per month. That extra income could mean $12,000 a year. Sounds meaningful. But instead, Alex upgrades to a luxury SUV that costs an additional $450 a month, moves into a slightly nicer apartment for another $350, adds a few other conveniences totaling $200. That entire raise disappears. $12,000 a year becomes zero. Over 10 years, that's $120,000 that could have been saved, invested, or simply used to create flexibility. And if even part of that money had been invested consistently, the gap becomes much larger. Not because Alex made reckless decisions, but because small upgrades, repeated often enough, quietly shape an entire financial future. Why does this happen? Because human beings don't judge success in isolation. We compare. A colleague buys a new car. Friends post vacation photos from Italy. Someone your age buys a house. Someone younger gets promoted. Without noticing, expectations shift. What once felt luxurious begins to feel ordinary. Comfort becomes necessity. Convenience becomes entitlement. And spending becomes emotional. Not because people are irresponsible, but because everyone wants stability. Everyone wants to feel like their hard work means something. No one wants to feel left behind, especially in a world where we're constantly exposed to carefully edited versions of other people's lives. The pressure isn't always spoken, but it's there, quietly influencing decisions one purchase at a time. The danger isn't immediate collapse. That's what makes it difficult to recognize. People earning good incomes often avoid financial disaster, but they also postpone financial freedom. Years pass. Savings grow slowly. Investments remain inconsistent. Career dissatisfaction becomes harder to act on because the monthly obligations are too high. Taking a risk feels impossible. Changing careers feels irresponsible. Working less feels unrealistic. The paycheck becomes both the solution and the trap. And despite earning more than they once dreamed of, many still live with persistent financial anxiety. Not because they don't make enough, but because their lifestyle has become dependent on making exactly what they make today. Often, financially intelligent people aren't the ones who earn the most. They're the ones who create space between income and identity. They understand that visible wealth and actual wealth aren't the same thing. Visible wealth is easy to notice. The car, the clothes, the expensive experiences. Actual wealth is quieter. It's flexibility, options, time, the ability to say no, the confidence that an unexpected expense won't create panic. They still enjoy life. They still spend money. But they ask a different question before upgrading their lifestyle. Not, can I afford this? But, what is this costing my future choices? That small shift changes everything, because money stops being a tool for proving success and starts becoming a tool for creating freedom. Earning $100,000 and feeling financially trapped doesn't mean you've failed. It simply reveals something many people never talk about. Income alone doesn't create peace of mind. Without awareness, higher earnings can build a more expensive life instead of a freer one. The goal isn't extreme frugality. It's not avoiding enjoyment. And it's certainly not feeling guilty for wanting comfort. It's understanding the difference between improving your quality of life and unintentionally financing a lifestyle that demands more from you than it gives back. Sometimes, the most valuable financial upgrade isn't earning more. It's learning how much is enough. If you found this perspective helpful, consider subscribing for more thoughtful conversations about money, psychology, and the choices that quietly shape our financial lives. Until next time, take care of your money so it can take care of your freedom.